From the east, house of light, may wisdom dawn in us, so we may see all things in clarity. From the north, house of night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may see all from within. From the west, house of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the south, house of the eternal sun, may right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above, house of heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below, house of earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Ayum, Hunabku, Eva Maya, E Maho. Ayum, Hunabku, Eva Maya, E Maho. Ayum, Hunabku, Eva Maya, E Maho.
to Soul Purpose Healing. I'm Beata, your host. And tonight, the harmony of mind and nature that's spoken by Arguelles, Jose Arguelles in that prayer. The harmony of mind and nature is the full moon tonight. We have a full moon tonight, so we can have harmony if we are in unity with the light that is being given to us. So welcome to the tiny house village, and let me just play a little tune and welcome all my villagers. So come on in, come on in. You are welcome. You are welcome. Come on in. And tonight, the harmony of mind and nature. I love that end of that prayer, Jose Arguelles. Hayum hunabku evam maya imaho. As we evolve in this journey on earth, let us always be in unity, mindful that unity is the mind of the Creator. So tonight's show topic is brought to you by X. X, used to be to Twitter, but last night or night before, I think it was, not last night, I was on a platform or a group, X group called Stop the Shots. And the topic of that forum, I guess you call it a forum, was President Trump, what's with the medbed commercial that you just pulled off? Because President Trump showed a commercial on Truth Social about medbeds, about how it was going to be in every hospital and every citizen will be able to take advantage of this technology. And this was the title of the forum. For over almost 2 hours, they hardly talked about that. President Trump, why are you posting information about medbeds? So yesterday or Friday, I did a show on medbed technology that is replacing all the outdated cut, burn, poison that women are submitting themselves to in pain and suffering and hellish experience. But here last night on the forum, they mentioned an old movie. And this movie, in fact, is 51 years old. Yes, 51 years old. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Someone brought up the fact that the day the Earth stood still introduced us to medbeds 51 years ago. This movie was made in 1951. No, actually, 74 years ago. That movie was made, 1951. The Day the Earth Stood Still. How many of you remember that movie? Now, it's a pretty old movie, so if you're a baby boomer, you should remember it if you were glued to the TV set, because it was a movie on television that got our attention, because it was about aliens and spaceships and the military. So when someone mentioned that movie last night, I went, wow, that's what I believe is going on right now in our country. The fact that our military is teasing us about medbeds, this advanced AI technology. So I thought we'd have a little fun tonight, and I'm going to show you the scene from the Day the Earth Stood Still. In case some of you out there are not familiar with this movie, this is a scene that will be forever in my memory, because I must have watched that movie over and over, my sisters and I, and I think most of us in that generation. Didn't have one black person, maybe one black person in it, but the theme of the movie was spaceships and aliens and technology. And that's why the title of our show tonight is Back to the Future. Have we been here before? What's really going on? So Watch this scene from the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still and tell me if in 1951 they had already, or at least were really close to creating med beds from an alien technology. Okay, we're going to play the last few minutes of that scene. Actually, I pulled up the whole movie, but I fast forwarded to the scene where the robot rescues the dead man. He secures the dead man's body, and he takes him back to the ship. And what does he do to the dead man's body? Let's just watch that last scene. Okay, we're going to pause on that, and let me remove this scene first. Remove. All right, we're going to go back to the scene from The Day the Earth Stood Still. Let's watch it and see what you can get out of this movie.
Professor Barnhart?
Yes?
I'm very sorry, but I have to ask you to call off this meeting.
Call it off? Well, I had permission from the Army.
I know you did, sir. But the robot's on the loose now, and it's not safe around here.
Now, notice how the military is very involved in this, and it's a clue for all of us today.
You'll have to get your people out of this area.
Here we go.
I thought you were.
I was.
You mean he has the power of life and death?
No. That power is reserved to the Almighty Spirit. This technique, in some cases, can restore life for a limited period.
But how long?
You mean how long will I live? That no one can tell.
There you have it. That scene. Boy, oh boy. So when I heard that last night, her mentioning that movie, I remembered right away the machine, the technology, as he says, that can bring back life. For how long? Who knows? But 1951, think about it. Think about 1951, 74 years ago. Now, if you look at how fast technology has moved in the last 5 years, what do you think's been going on for 70 years? Come on now, come on. So when I talked about on Friday how the cut burn poison treatment is so outdated, I mean, I'm seriously meaning that when you look at a movie like this, made 74 years ago, is that we have so much technology now that we have to let go of some of the treatments we've been thinking about. So let me just say this. First of all, let me greet my listeners that have Gloria Sos, Dr. Gloria Sos. Here's a great one. I have seen it 3 times. I've probably seen it about 10 or 20 times. That one in particular, as I was growing up when they were showing it. But she's seen it at least 3 times. And then Regina says, couldn't see it. That's okay. YouTube has just about every old movie you could imagine. And then Dr. Sosa says the best was his message to humans, especially the government. Yes, at the end of that movie, he gave a message to humans about how he was just that we were destroying the earth, I believe it was. Now there's a newer version of that movie, how the day the earth stood still. I think it's Keanu Reeves. Correct me if I'm wrong. Keanu Reeves, who plays the major role, and he, especially in that movie, he brings a powerful message as well to humans, especially the government, and destroying the earth, I believe the message was. But when you look at, yes, Dr. Gloria Sousa says yes, with Keanu, that was a very kind of different, and it was, at least it was more advanced. So this movie I just showed you, it was really 1960s version, 51 technology. The robot was bending his knees like he was in plastic or something. But yes, the one with Keanu Reeves brings a powerful message about saving Earth, I believe, over humans, because Earth will survive, humans may not, but we got to save the Earth. So this message today, I want us to, this is going to be probably a very short show today. I just want us to have some thought, some food for thought tonight, that technology is advancing, whether we like it or not. There it was 74 years ago, but it's been hidden. It has been clearly hidden, more than likely by the military. And now all of this technology is really being revealed. And this is not a time to be fearful about technology, but to be prayerful, I believe, and be intuitive about it and use it as you see best. Now, here's another historical technology I want to introduce you to. How many of you remember Dick Tracy? Dick Tracy. That was a cartoon. It started out, that Dick Tracy is actually older than the day the earth stood still. Dick Tracy is more like I think 1931. But I have a short clip here I want to show you about Dick Tracy and the technology Dickie Boy was using back in the day when they created that character, just to show you how far we've come. 1931, smartwatch. Here we go.
Did you know that? Chester Gould's comic strip predicted smartwatches in 1931. Real-world inventors cited his wrist radio as direct inspiration. Check the description below for links. Did you know that? Chester Gould's comic strip predicted smartwatches in 1931. Real-world inventors cited his wrist radio as direct inspiration. Check the description below.
Now, ever since I've seen my older son with his smartwatch, immediately I thought about Dick Tracy. I was like, Dick Tracy was doing that years ago. That's nothing new. They've been hiding it again. So here's another little clip about Dick Tracy for those of you who are too young to remember Dickie Boy, Dick Tracy. And there's a lot of dark stories about that whole comic series that you might want to look into. But I'm just pointing out to you tonight the amount of history years ago that has been hidden, the technology in movies and comics that has actually been hidden. It's been there all along. Certain people may be using it, but it's been there for sure.
Tracy to kids. Come in, kids. It's here at last. The new Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio that keeps you in constant touch with your buddies.
He was introduced in 1931. By the 60s, Dick Tracy was a pop culture icon, and the comic strip detective's gadgets that may have at one time seemed outlandishly futuristic were suddenly available as real-life toys for children.
So Dick Tracy, again, for our entertainment purposes only, was giving us a smartwatch way back in 1931. Again, 94 years later. What do you think they've been doing all these years with that technology? Advance. Even if you think about the HARP, H-A-R-P, the weather altering technology, started years and years ago. So now what we're seeing is, for the first time in 10 years in Florida, we did not have a hurricane hit this state in September. So what is being hinted at is that the technology that has been used against us in many ways, like HARP and military, is now being used for us. The reason that many of those winds did not hit Florida, because we now have advanced technology that can actually push those winds out way out there again, even more out there, instead of allowing those destructive winds to come to Florida and damage property. Man, they figured out how to keep the winds away from the state. So many things going on, and I'm going to just share with you why it's so important for us to be aware. We've got, let's see, another comment here. On Air Daily News says the Jetsons, thank you. Somebody's reading my mind. I was going to bring out the Jetsons had smart TVs, smart watches. I forgot about that. Cell phones where they could watch videos, and treadmills for walking their dogs. There you go. Thank you, On Air Daily News. So that's, I believe, Naima Latif. So we have had technology for years and years and years that has been hidden. And now this year is the year to not only reveal the evil that has been hidden, but to also bring out the good. And I encourage you to look more into med beds, because the president already teased it a little bit. And when my thought was, when we saw video of President Trump negotiating with the big drug company P that begins with a P, many people were like, oh no, he's a traitor. Hey, look what he's doing. He creating another contract with the big for a corporation. My thought immediately was, this is a chess move. Because if he teased us with med beds are coming, you're going to be able to access them in every hospital, every city, And then he makes a deal with the devil, or appears to, like the P company, big pharmaceutical company. I think that he knows, along with his administration, that the medbeds will invalidate any drugs they come up with. Really think about it. Medbeds are an advanced AI technology. Now, they may have come up with some other technologies, the big pharma companies, but my thought was this is a chess move, not wanting to show an obvious conflict with big pharma, but to let you know medbeds are coming, medbeds are coming. And if you can tap into advanced AI technology, I'm going to be sharing all month AI's solution to breast cancer. All month I'll be sharing the details. I shared some of it on Friday if you missed the show. Important details on what creative intelligence, aka artificial intelligence, tells us what to do about breast cancer itself. Now, if AI can tell us how to handle breast cancer, what do you think it's going to do with all the other diseases that show up and that have been designated to need a drug to resolve it? This is exciting times because we can just celebrate the fact that all this technology is finally coming out. And Dr. Gloria Sosa says what we have seen in movies like Star Wars, Star Trek, the Jetsons, the smartwatch, all have already occurred. Yes, yes. Our matrix as we know it is changing and the truth is coming out. Thank you, doctor. That's exactly what this show is all about. Back to the future. Have we been here before? What's really going on? Dr. Sosa just pointed it out. We've been here before. And we are privileged in many ways to witness the coming out party this year and the next year of all of these helpful tools that we can use to improve our life. Now, I want to play another video by Dr. Mumbai because she put it so succinctly last week about this happy new month, October. What's going on in October, especially, and I'm inspired and excited about her message about just this month alone, and we can carry this into the end of the year and even next year because I believe what she's saying is the truth. And we should pay attention and be inspired here. So here's Dr. Mumbai from Kenya, bringing us a happy new month message.
Mumbi Spirituals. My name is Dr. Mumbi Seraki. Happy new month, family. The separation has begun between those who are deep asleep and those who have awakened, between the so-called raptured and those who remain in the 3D reality. And the transition continues because it's not so much as a collective thing, but it was an individual thing where your heart and mind were elevated to a new way of thinking, to a new way of feeling, to a new way of seeing and perceiving reality and life. And enough of us crossed over where the world will change. Because I keep telling you, we live in a consensus reality where it is our collective thoughts and emotions that determine our experience. And you're seeing that enough of us have demanded and commanded the manifestation of the new reality, the manifestation of the new earth, that a new grid has started to be overlaid over the old way of life. And that's why you're seeing family demonstrations across the world, rebellion, revolution across the world, from Nepal to the divided states, to the divided kingdom, to Germany, to here, even in Kenya. All countries are where enough people have crossed over, are seeing the people's power coming to the forefront. And in October, we will be witnessing the separation. We will be witnessing the dismantling of the old world that is already concluded in many of our hearts and minds. And so physically, it must fall. And there is still a few who are crossing over in their own individual minds and hearts. But don't be deceived. I hear now they're saying actually there's a new date for the rapture. Actually, the rapture now will be taking place on October what? October 6th or October 7th. Family, there's no one coming for anyone collectively. It is you to call yourself to a meeting, to call on your ancestors and the Most High, to transition you mentally and emotionally from the previous reality, because we're not in that anymore, of lack, of pain, of domination, of slavery, of colonialism, of evil, of inverted realities where everything was back to front and upside down, and to move you into the ancient dispensation or the eternal order where everything is the right way up and facing the right direction. And it's nothing, no one can tell you physically how it feels. But if you know that the you today is thinking different, is feeling different, and soon and very soon, you will be moving different. And that's why you're seeing collectively, enough of us have started thinking and feeling differently, that we are affecting and replacing, overriding this current fabric of reality with the eternal way of life. And so hold firm, hold steady in your heart and in your mind, because October, a lot will be falling away, because it no longer has the hearts and the minds of the people to hold it in place. And of course, these so-called governments are not going to go quietly, but go they must. Go they must. We made it, family. A new experience, a new way of life, a new dispensation is now imminent. Hold that in your heart and your mind as your truth, so that you will not be caught up in the falling of Babylon. It is what it is, and if you know, you know.
So how many of you are believing that truth that she's speaking, that this is a new dispensation, that this is something is happening, that we are coming into a whole new energy of freedom and love? And it all starts up here. You might say, well, I don't feel that, and it's not really my reality. That's okay. But this is what is, many of us are seeing, that this month is the old is passing away, and we can celebrate the new technology, which again is old, 70 some years old. They've been practicing and refining. And some people last night on this forum were, well, I don't know if we should trust this AI. I don't know if we should trust these med beds. And well, don't then, because you have to be mentally, emotionally ready to take on any new technology. Just like AI, ChatGPT, and all these other technologies, we have to be mentally and emotionally at peace to benefit from these new technologies. And so Dr. Sosa says exactly, it is the process of ascension from a 3D to a 5D. Amen, sister. That's where we're going. That is where we're going. So this is really what I wanted to remind you of tonight, and give you some food for thought. And I'm going to be so busy this week. This week, I'm having a book launch for the book that I've been involved in for the last 4 months with 9 more people. And I want to just invite anyone who is in the Orlando area to join me this week at the place called Cap Village, and I'll be sending out this invitation, and I've sent out this invitation to many of my friends and associates. It's a book launch for the book Vegetable Soup for Women this Wednesday, October 8th from 6 to 7. Cap Village, which is at 3201 East Colonial Drive. It's right next to Panera's in the Fashion Square Mall. And we're going to have some just a few refreshments and snacks, and just talk about what does it mean to nourish the body, mind, and finances of women so that they can have better relationships with their partners and their family. That's what this book is all about. 10 people came together, created it, and then we're going to launch it on Wednesday with another price. Our introductory price is $3.99. So go to my website, or go to my Facebook page, the Facebook page Vegetable Soup for Women, to get more information on this. And hope to see you there next Wednesday. If you're in the area, just come and say hi, and we'll give you a flyer with hopefully I'll have a QR code by then that you can just scan and get the book. So that's the show for tonight. I didn't want to really prolong it, but just to give food for thought that it's okay. It's okay to embrace new technology, to embrace new ways of doing things. It's October. Get out your oranges and your reds and all your colors. I'm not into Halloween and all that, but I am so into the fall colors. I love the fall colors. And I'm putting out orange flowers, silk flowers everywhere, and just wearing more orange. And I had the privilege today of meeting a couple who are worth millions of dollars. And I went to their home because they're interested in going tiny now. They want to leave the big house and build something smaller. And I was just honored and really thrilled to meet a millionaire couple who is going to actually be bringing some of their valuable gifts to the Cap Village on Wednesday. We're going to be showing some of their amazing art that they have collected over the years. So if for no other reason, come in and get to know the Cap Village and all the beautiful art and the atmosphere that it offers, and a chance to create entrepreneurs a place can come and create their videos and their productions. Create anything. You can basically create whatever you want at Cap Village. So hope to see some of you there on Wednesday. And thank you all for joining me tonight. And Glory, Dr. Sosa says it was a great one. Thanks, sister. Oh, thank you. It's always good to see you in spirit and energy, and all of you. I can feel that spirit and energy there. Thank you, Regina, and all of those who joined in tonight. Everybody have a great evening. It's a full moon. If you can, get out and breathe in the light. My door is open. That moon is right outside. And believe me, after the show, I'm going to be going into yoga pose and just sit and watch to get the moonlight and get a moonlight bath tonight. So that's where we are. And so we'll see you later on. I'll be live actually on Wednesday at the Cap Village. So I'll be bringing you the book launch live right here on Viada's Tiny House Village. So we'll see you then. Everybody have a great evening. Shalom.